What up? It's your boy Chaotic One, and we are back with another one. Your girl Jaguar Wright is at it again. You ain't gonna believe what she said this time, especially at the end. Let's get into it.
Something else that happened last year was you broke down the beef between Kendrick and Drake as it happened.
Yeah.
And you spoke on the greatness of Kendrick, and a lot of people weren't hearing you because they were too busy being, into the Drake zone of things.
Nah, just tell it what it is. They was just too busy hating. No, let me take that word back. They was too busy in their fields. Cause them Drake stands, boy, unbelievable. But let's continue.
To where when that Super Bowl moment happened and Kendrick looked at that camera and said, "Say Drake," and the whole world started chanting A minor. Where were you at when that happened? What was your thoughts just to see that take place? And what were your thoughts of his performance?
It was brilliant. It was probably one of the most selfless acts that I've ever seen an artist do full out there, out front, in a time where most people make it all about themselves.
Those are facts. That's facts. I agree with her 1,000, 2,000, 2,000,000% as far as that go, because a platform that big and that many people watching, a lot of artists would have definitely made it about them. But I commend Kendrick because he made it about us. Let's continue.
Not only did he give us a hip hop opera from a song that still slaps, like it just came out last week, he gave us Black art, Black culture. And not only that, it was wholesome. It was still stylish. It was still trendy. But we didn't see nobody naked. I think the most skin we saw was with Serena.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They
It was
called.
so respectable. It was a Black history lesson at the beginning of Black History Month.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that. I love it. I don't know if I said I was gonna let it run through, but I mean, sometimes when people say things that touch your emotions, whether good, bad, or ugly, it makes you want to respond. And some of the things that she's saying right now just makes me feel that way because that's how I felt about it. But I am definitely going to give you my thoughts at the end. Let's continue.
Yes, yes.
And nobody really acknowledged that, not even the NAACP.
Because he hid it. He hid the messages. You got
No,
to
he
be.
didn't. He made sure you could see it, because if he had told people what he was doing, they wouldn't have let him do it.
Man, come on.
They wouldn't have let him do it. Which is why it was kind of weird that Akademiks was sitting over there leaking what the performance was looking like before it happened.
She said, Akademiks. Oh man, y'all! If you know who Akademiks is, you know why I'm laughing like that. But let's continue.
What's wrong with him?
Trying to help a friend.
Who? Who was he trying to help? He needs to help
Drizzy.
himself. He needs to help himself. Log off of Discord. Because, see, that's the thing that I'm still surprised everybody got past so fast.
Yeah, they got past that real quick.
At the top of the year, he was caught G-uniting 15-year-old boy.
Come on, man. What's up with her and all these responses like that? G-uniting. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's continue.
A young man 20 years younger than him on Discord with an audience watching. How is he still around?
That is interesting how they pick and choose
No.
who's canceled.
No. 1 second, you was about to be in full on trouble, and then all of a sudden you take a shot at Kendrick, and then everybody forgets.
Mm.
How did that happen? Please, somebody make it make sense to me.
Interesting. Yeah, you.
It sounds like your old boy said, "Hey, we need you to do this one, and we'll you know what I mean, we'll take care of that." I wonder if that kid's been paid yet and has an NDA.
Man.
I wonder. The simple fact that after that, people still showed up to his channel.
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
He Akademiks.
Yo, here's my thoughts, and I say this under fair use. So, first of all, the whole Kendrick Super Bowl performance, I was very, very, very happy and very proud and in a proud moment. That was the first time, and I talked about it on our podcast, and we had this discussion over the Kendrick situation and how we felt. And for once, so it wasn't about me. It wasn't about me. It was about appreciating the moment, and Kendrick gave us that moment. He gave us what we needed. We just didn't know that we needed it at the time. And I was just more upset with our race of people because we slandered it the worst. I mean, we had other races that chimed in and had their thoughts and said what they said about it being one of the worst. And I just don't see that. That was Black History Month. He gave us so many jewels, and he dropped it intelligently that you probably had to go back and watch it 4 or 5 times to even appreciate it anyway. Because that's what the co-host of my podcast, that was his situation. At first it was, he didn't this and that. And then when he went back and watched it a few more times, he got into it. And that's the thing that I can appreciate. For once, it wasn't about me and what I wanted. Yeah, we could have seen this person perform with him, that person perform with him, this and that. But no, he did what he did. He took the opportunity to give back to what we wanted. Because don't us as a people, our collective skin, don't excuse my hands, they all ashy. But us as a a collective people, we always talk about all these artists get on these platforms and don't say nothing. He did that, and y'all called it the worst. But you know what? It was the one. It was the one because it was the most watched that the Super Bowl has ever had in their history of existing. And that was done with a black man on stage. I'm happy. I don't know about you. But on to Akademiks. Now, Akademiks, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. That dude is lame. I don't even know how he's been around this time. He's been on shows with Joe Buttons and, he's just been around on TV and he blew up. I give him props as far as that. But the way he did it and the things that he did it based off of, and if you don't know who I'm talking about Akademiks, DJ Akademiks. He's another, to me, a culture vulture, but he's just of our cultures. He's the same color, but he clouts. He does a lot of stuff for clout. Like I said, he's been holding Drake's you-know-whats. And I don't even think that Drake has even acknowledged this lane, for real. So he was caught up in a situation, like she said, with a 15-year-old young boy. But he also had a situation that came up to where he was talking about, he was, what do you call it? He was caught up in a situation with a young lady as well, where he was accused of some things. But both situations, to me, got swept they wasn't talked about. They disappeared. I don't know why. I think I know why. He might be an industry plant. He's just on the media side of being that plant. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Tell me about the situation. Kendrick, was it your favorite or was it not? And why wasn't it if it wasn't? Leave it in the comment section. Let's talk about it. And Akademiks. Is he lame? Is he somebody that you watch? Do you even know who Akademiks is? I just told you if you didn't. Go check him out and see. He's lame to me and I don't rock with him. Leave it in the comment section. Let's talk about it. This is the KMHP TV YouTube channel, and we do them reactions and more, baby. So hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, join the family, help us grow, help us get there. We're going to give you the best content that we possibly can. You feel me? Until the next video, I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.